Beloved chosen one, everything you thought you understood about your existence is about to be completely altered. Can you feel it? The very fabric of your reality is shifting, and in the next few moments, you will experience a revelation that will shatter the foundations of everything you once knew. The curtain that separates the worlds has begun to thin, and you are standing on the edge of something monumental. Have you ever wondered why you are different? Why it feels like the world doesn't quite understand you? The truth is, there are only 3 souls out of the 7 billion walking this earth who have been marked for what's to come. Not 30, not 300, but only 3. And your name shines brightest at the top of that list. This was no coincidence. The position you are now in, the life you are living, was carved out by forces that existed before time itself began. It was not a random occurrence or a game of chance. The cosmic architects responsible for the blueprint of the universe placed your name there with purposeful, deliberate intention. Since the moment you were born, they have been watching you, observing your every decision, your every step, your every breath. Can you feel the weight of this truth? Before we dive deeper into this transformation, I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for your generous support. If you've donated through Super Thanks, your contribution is truly appreciated, and it helps keep this channel alive and thriving. Whether or not you've donated, I am deeply grateful for your presence, your time, and your engagement. You are part of this journey, and together we are witnessing something extraordinary. Now, I would love to hear from you. If you're ready to embrace the truth of who you are and step into the power that is uniquely yours, leave a comment with the number 999 below. This is the number of transformation, of new beginnings, and of the energy that is about to propel you forward. Your voice matters, and I can't wait to see the incredible energy you bring to this moment. Let's step into this awakening together. The time is now. God's chosen ones, they secretly voted on what to do to you. Chosen one, do you feel that heaviness, that pressure in your chest right now? It's not just anxiety, it's awakening. Have you noticed how your body has been responding to the changes around you? It's like every part of you is ready for something monumental. Your mind may still be questioning, but your spirit knows. The unseen eyes that have always been watching you are still there, witnessing your every step. Remember, they saw you in your darkest moments, when you were alone, struggling to find a way forward. But they also saw your strength, the resilience that broke through every challenge that seemed impossible. You might feel like you're on the edge of something greater, but do you know that the universe has been preparing for this moment for millennia? The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. Have you noticed that everything seems to be falling into place in a way that's beyond your control? The world is shifting, realigning itself to match the power you are about to tap into. Can you sense it? It's like the air is charged with potential. The pressure you've been feeling is the universe moving closer to you, preparing for the incredible transformation that is about to unfold. What if I told you that this isn't a coincidence? This moment you're feeling right now. Take a moment and look back. How many times have you had experiences that left you questioning the very fabric of your reality? Have you ever wondered why some things seem too perfect to be a random occurrence? Think about the time when Oprah Winfrey overcame an incredibly difficult childhood to become one of the most influential women in history. Her resilience is a testament to how the universe and perhaps the unseen forces can align to help you realize your true potential. Oprah once said, "The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams." Are you ready to live the life that you were meant for? Or take Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison. Do you believe that was just a period of time lost, or was it a training ground for the leader he would become? The divine forces were preparing him for a destiny much greater than anyone could have imagined. When he emerged from prison, he didn't just seek freedom for himself, but for an entire nation. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Mandela's resilience was not only about overcoming physical confinement, it was about embracing a higher calling, one that would change the course of history. Is this your moment to embrace a higher calling? Now let's think about the life of Malala Yousafzai. How many times have we seen someone so young embody such wisdom and courage in the face of oppression? Malala's journey to becoming the youngest ever Nobel laureate wasn't just about fighting for education. It was about standing up against injustice in a way that few people can. Could it be that you too are being called to stand up for something greater than yourself? For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Could your journey, like Malala's, lead you to stand for something that will bring light into a world of darkness? As you move forward, remember this: the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Psalm 27:1. You have been chosen not by chance, but because you possess the strength to endure and the power to change the world. The world around you is shifting, and the path ahead is being paved for you. But the question remains, how will you walk this path? Will you embrace your purpose, or will you hesitate? What if your destiny is not just about you, but about the world that awaits your influence? Do you feel that divine pull, chosen one? The air is thick with energy, ready for you to take your rightful place. You've been prepared for this moment. Now, the universe itself is bending to align with your awakening. It's time to embrace the strength that has been cultivated within you. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. 1 Peter 2:9. You have been chosen to be a beacon of light, just like those who came before you. Are you ready to shine? Chosen one, the decisions you make from this moment forward cannot be reversed. The weight of what is happening now is so immense that the past has already been erased. You were once like a cocoon, wrapped in the protective layers of your previous life. But now is the time to emerge as the butterfly you were always destined to become. Right before you lies a choice, a defining moment. Two paths, and only two. There is no room for compromise, no middle ground, and no place for hesitation. One path leads to mediocrity, to a life lived in a dreamlike state, unaware of its true potential. This is the road of those who will live and die without ever realizing who they really are, leaving no mark on the world. The comfort of familiarity, the false security of limitations, and the quiet desperation of unrealized dreams will be the companions of those who walk this road. Does this sound familiar to you? Have you ever wondered how so many people go through life just surviving, never thriving? Are you ready to be different? But before you is another road, one that stands in stark contrast. It is as distinct as lightning frozen in time, a path that promises monumental transformation. The only guarantee this path offers is power. Power that transcends human understanding. It promises elevation, a rise that will make those who once saw themselves as your equals realize they were never on the same level as you. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. This road requires everything from you. It demands your full commitment and your trust that the journey will shape you into something greater than you ever thought possible. But will you take it? The decision is yours. Will you walk toward greatness, or will you settle for the comfort of the familiar? Many others have stood where you stand today, facing this very choice. Some, like you, were tested, but do you know what most of them did? They faltered. They were overwhelmed by doubt and paralyzed by fear. They listened to the small-minded voices around them, the ones who saw their potential and tried to extinguish it before it could bloom. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. 2 Timothy 1:7. These voices, these doubters, are everywhere, and they will try to convince you that you are not capable, that you are not worthy. But the truth is, the only thing standing between you and your destiny is your willingness to believe in the power that lies within you. Do you remember the story of Thomas Edison? He failed over 1,000 times before he perfected the light bulb. Each failure brought him closer to his purpose. Can you imagine if he had given up? The world would have been without light in the way we know it. Edison's perseverance is a testament to the power of sticking to your calling, no matter how many setbacks you face. Just like Edison, you too have the potential to light up the world. But the question is, will you be brave enough to continue when the path seems unclear? Or take the story of Harriet Tubman, who escaped slavery and then returned to lead others to freedom. Do you think she was ever told that her dream was impossible? Of course she was. But she chose to trust in something greater than the barriers around her. I have called you by name, you are mine. Isaiah 43:1. Harriet knew that her destiny was to break chains and lead others to freedom. She walked a path that no one else dared to walk. Will you too step out in faith, believing that you were meant to be a change maker in a world that desperately needs it? The path before you is not the easy road. It's not the one that promises comfort or guarantees a life without struggle. But what if the struggles you face are part of your preparation? What if the pressure you feel, the discomfort, is not punishment, but a divine process of transformation? Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1:5. You were never meant to fit in with the crowd. Your very existence is a defiance against the status quo. Just like the seed buried deep in the soil, you were hidden for a time, not because you were unworthy, but because you were meant to grow and emerge stronger than ever before. You were not made to be common, chosen one. You were made to stand apart, to disrupt the flow of normality and break the mold. You were destined to lead, to inspire, and to show the world what happens when someone embraces their true calling. But what will you choose? Will you walk the path of the masses, or will you embrace the greatness that calls you? You were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of light. Ephesians 5:8. It's time to live as the light you were always meant to be. The world is waiting for you to step into your power. Will you take the leap? Chosen one, let me tell you something truly important. Heaven has been waiting for your yes. Not just any yes, but a bold, spirit-filled yes that resonates with your deepest purpose. If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Romans 10:9. This isn't a passive decision. This is your divine awakening. The moment you say yes with conviction, everything changes. This very breath you are taking now, it matters. Your next step will determine the course of your life. This is your burning bush moment, your divine interruption where the path ahead is illuminated and you must decide. Will you rise and take your rightful place at the cosmic table? Or will you hesitate and let the opportunity slip away as so many others have done before you? Have you ever wondered what would happen if you didn't answer the call, if you stayed in the comfort of the familiar? God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. For many are invited, but few are chosen. Matthew 22:14. The invitation has already been extended to you, chosen one. But here's the thing, it's up to you to step forward. You've been waiting for the perfect moment, but now I'm telling you, this is it. The time is now. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Do you feel the strength rising within you? You were made for this moment. Will you rise up and accept the responsibility that has been set aside for you before you were even born? Many have been where you stand today, standing at the crossroads of destiny. Think of those who have come before you, individuals like Steve Jobs, who faced countless failures before reaching his moment of breakthrough. He once said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward." In hindsight, it's easy to see how each challenge, each rejection, each failure was part of his larger purpose. He believed in the power, perseverance, and divine timing. Jobs didn't let the voices of doubt stop him. He kept going, and in doing so, he changed the world. Do you see the parallels? Just as Steve Jobs was guided by something greater than himself, so too have you been guided. The pieces of your life have been placed strategically to lead you to this moment. The choice is yours. Will you keep pushing forward, even when it's hard, or will you stop fearing the unknown? Think about the life of J.K. Rowling, a single mother struggling to make ends meet, living in poverty and with no clear path ahead. Her manuscript for Harry Potter was rejected by multiple publishers, but she kept writing. Her yes was a bold declaration of belief in her vision, even when everyone else doubted her. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Jeremiah 29:11. When Rowling faced rejection after rejection, she didn't give up. She understood that her purpose was not determined by others' opinions. Do you realize that you too are on a journey similar to hers? The rejection, the setbacks, the times when the world told you no, they were all part of preparing you for greatness. You, like Rowling, are called to create something that will impact generations to come. But the question is, will you keep moving forward even when the path seems uncertain? The universe is not a random collection of events. It is a carefully planned and orchestrated design. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. Psalm 37:23. Every moment in your life has been leading you to this point. Have you ever noticed the way certain events aligned at just the right moment? Think back to the times when you were in need, and then, seemingly out of nowhere, someone appeared to offer exactly what you required. Have you wondered how that could be? Or how, in a moment of despair, a song, a book, or even a conversation gave you exactly the message you needed to hear? These were not random coincidences. They were part of a larger divine plan, a plan that has been moving pieces on the board of your life with precision and purpose. You are not here by accident. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. All that you have gone through, all that you have endured, has been part of the grand design, preparing you for this moment when your yes will change everything. Now think about the forces that have been shaping you. You have felt the pressure, haven't you? The pressure to be something more, to do something greater than yourself. That's not a burden, chosen one. That's preparation. You're being molded, shaped, and refined for the purpose you were always meant to fulfill. Your journey may not have been easy, but it has been necessary. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1:5. This has been the process all along. Just as a seed must endure darkness and pressure before it can rise and flourish, so too have you been prepared to break through and rise to your destiny. You may be wondering, how can you make the leap? How can you step into your power and embrace the responsibility that comes with it? The answer is simple. Trust in the divine timing, trust in the preparation, and trust that you are capable of fulfilling the purpose for which you were called. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14. Your light has always been within you, but now it's time for you to let it shine. The world has been waiting for your brilliance, and the time has come for you to take your place. So, chosen one, are you ready to rise? Will you accept the call that has been placed before you? The world needs your light, your strength, and your courage. The decision is yours. I have called you by name, you are mine. Isaiah 43:1. This is your time. Step into your power. Chosen one, right now, pay attention, for this moment may carry the most important warning you will ever receive. It is not enough that you have been chosen. Understand that you are also targeted. Do you realize how many people around you have been strategically placed to test your resolve? They are the ones who you trust, the voices you have relied on for guidance, the ones whose words have influence over your thoughts. Some of them may even appear to have the best intentions. But make no mistake, their presence in your life is not a coincidence. It is not a gift, nor is it a blessing. They have been positioned here, placed with meticulous planning, with a single mission, to prevent you from stepping into your true power. How many times have you felt those small seeds of doubt begin to grow in your mind? These thoughts, which you've come to accept as your own, were never yours to begin with. They were carefully planted by those around you, who, either consciously or unconsciously, want to keep you from claiming your rightful place. But the Lord is with me like a mighty warrior, so my persecutors will stumble and not prevail. Jeremiah 20:11. The doubt that has taken root inside you is not of your making. It was not your choice to feel insecure or question your worth. These seeds, planted over time, have grown into barriers that now limit you. The voices that planted them want you to believe you are incapable, that your dreams are too far-fetched. But chosen one, it is time to take back your mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. This is the moment when you must reject the influence of those who seek to undermine your strength. Have you ever wondered why certain individuals have always been present during your most vulnerable moments, seemingly offering help but in reality only deepening your confusion? They are not here by accident. These people, some of whom may have once been close friends, have been placed in your life with the purpose of keeping you bound in doubt and hesitation. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Isaiah 59:19. This is not just about people who oppose you outright. It is about those who subtly keep you from stepping into your full potential. Can you see how their words, their actions, have been aimed at limiting you, keeping you in a state of uncertainty? Think back to the times when you experienced synchronistic moments, the moments when things aligned so perfectly that you couldn't deny that something greater was at work. But did you notice how soon after those moments, someone close to you would show up with a new doubt, a new fear, to undermine what you had just experienced? This is no coincidence. Just like in the story of Joseph, who was thrown into a pit by his own brothers, only to rise to the second highest position in Egypt. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. Genesis 50:20. Joseph's brothers tried to crush his spirit, yet God used those very trials to elevate him. Similarly, the challenges, the doubts, and the voices of limitation around you are not here to destroy you. They are the very things that will elevate you, as long as you remain steadfast in your purpose. The time has come for you to recognize that these doubts, these voices of limitation, are not your own. Just like Moses, who doubted his ability to lead the Israelites out of Egypt, you too are being called to a higher purpose. The Lord said to him, "Who gave human beings their mouths? Who makes them deaf or mute? Who gives them sight or makes them blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Now go, I will help you speak and will teach you what to say. Exodus 4:11-12. Moses, though unsure of his abilities, was ultimately chosen because of his purpose, not because of his perceived shortcomings. Do you see the parallels in your life? Your doubts do not define you. Your purpose does. You have always known deep down that you were meant for something more. The very DNA within you resists conformity. From a young age, you felt that there was a greater purpose waiting for you. But why have you allowed others to silence that inner knowing? Why have you doubted the voice that has always called you forward? It is time to recognize that you are not meant to blend in. You are meant to stand out, to break the mold, and to challenge the patterns that keep people locked in mediocrity. You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world. Matthew 5:13-14. This is the moment when you must stop hiding your light. The world has been waiting for you to rise, and you cannot afford to allow the voices around you to keep you from your destiny. But do you have the courage to rise above the noise, to step out of the shadows of doubt and into the light of your true calling? Just as the Apostle Paul encouraged Timothy to be strong and not let anyone look down on him because of his youth. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. 1 Timothy 4:12. You too must rise above the limitations others try to place on you. This is your time, chosen one. Are you ready to take back what is rightfully yours and embrace the power that lies within you? Chosen one, this is your final warning. You must remove this influence from your life immediately, or you will be forced to watch them drag you down just as you begin your ascent towards success. They are a prison guard disguised as a guide, an anchor masquerading as a life vest. The time for blind faith has ended. Your discernment must be sharper than ever. Test everything. Hold on to what is good. 1 Thessalonians 5:21. Your ability to see the truth beneath the surface, to recognize the hidden dangers, is now critical. Every word, every proposal, every question that seems benign must be examined carefully. Could it be that these words are laced with poison, meant to keep you from reaching your full potential? You must be vigilant, for the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. Proverbs 2:6. Trust your discernment, chosen one, and refuse to be deceived. This influence in your life is not here to support you. It is here to restrict you. They are part of the system that has sought to keep you confined, bound by limitations, and held back by false promises of safety and comfort. Have you ever felt like you were about to break free, only for someone or something to pull you back into the cycle of constraint, doubt, and fear? This is no coincidence. The established order, the systems designed to control and suppress you, are beginning to fail. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. Psalm 23, 1-3. The world that once sought to keep you limited is starting to crumble beneath your feet. Your rise is shaking the very foundations of this old order. Can you feel it? The ground beneath you trembling, the foundation of the world you once knew cracking and shifting. This is the phenomenon that many cannot yet understand, but you can feel it. The systems that were built to keep you and others like you confined are now failing. The very structures that have held you back are crumbling because the power sources they once depended on are running dry. As they lose control, their creators are gripped by fear. But chosen one, this fear is not meant for you. The righteous are as bold as a lion. Proverbs 28:1. You are stepping into a frequency where nothing and no one can touch you. This is your moment. You're entering a realm where you're immune to the doubts, the fears, and the limitations of those around you. What about those who are skeptical, those who are filled with doubt, the ones who cling to their narrow-minded ideas like men drowning in a storm, desperately gripping onto driftwood. The fool says in his heart, "There is no God." They're corrupt, their deeds are vile, there is no one who does good. Psalm 14:1. These individuals will try to keep you trapped in their own vision of the world, unable to see the greatness that lies ahead of you. They will question your every move, dismiss your aspirations, and try to convince you to stay where it's comfortable. But you are not like them, chosen one. You were never meant to follow the crowd. You're here to break the mold, to shatter the limits that others have set for themselves. Your purpose is far greater than their small views. Think of the story of Harriet Tubman, who risked her life time and time again to help others escape slavery. Despite the dangers, despite the threats against her life, she never once hesitated. She understood that her purpose was bigger than herself. "The Spirit of the Lord is on me, because he has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor." Luke 4:18. Harriet's journey was not without danger, yet she persisted, stepping into the role she was meant to play, even when the world tried to hold her back. Her courage and unwavering commitment to her mission made her a legend. Similarly, you are being called to rise above the noise, to answer a higher calling, and to step fully into your purpose. But the question is, will you rise to the challenge? Consider also the incredible journey of Thomas Edison. Early in his life, he faced rejection after rejection, and many people doubted his ability to succeed. Yet Edison persisted. He is famously known for saying, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His resilience in the face of relentless failure is a testament to the power of belief in your purpose. What if Edison had given up on his dreams because of the doubters and naysayers around him? Would the world look the same today? Like Edison, you too have the potential to shape the world, but only if you refuse to let doubt hold you back. Similarly, take the story of Maya Angelou, who faced incredible hardship and adversity throughout her life. Despite the struggles and setbacks, she became one of the most influential poets and writers in history. Angelou once said, "You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them." Her journey wasn't easy, but she embraced her purpose, overcoming the constraints placed on her by society. She chose to rise, and in doing so she created a legacy of empowerment and inspiration. You too are called to rise, chosen one, and to create your own legacy that will inspire others for generations to come. This is your time to ascend. Do you feel the call deep within? It's not just an invitation, it's a summons to step into the destiny that has been waiting for you. You are entering a powerful frequency where nothing can harm you unless you allow it. The old systems, the voices of doubt, the skeptics, they are fading away as you rise. And as you do, you are joining something greater than yourself, a powerful community of those who have answered the call. You were chosen to be a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. 1 Peter 2:9. Step into your divine purpose. Chosen one. Your time has come. Will you accept your place among those who rise? Will you unlock the power that lies within you? This isn't just about success. It's about embracing your purpose, your calling, and the divine power that has always been within you. The time for hesitation is over. The world needs your light. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14. Step into your purpose and let the world see your brilliance. Chosen one, it's time to rise. The people who once disregarded you, who looked past you as if you were invisible, who dismissed your ideas only to claim them as their own later, they will soon be forced to acknowledge the very power they tried so desperately to ignore. It will be impossible for them to deny your presence. The Lord will make you the head, not the tail. Deuteronomy 28:13. Even before you step into a room, your energy will precede you, filling the space with a positive, undeniable force. The world around you is changing. You are becoming the force that reshapes everything in your path. The vulnerable are falling. The false ones, the ones who presented themselves as something they were not, are being exposed. These frauds who have long masked their weaknesses are now being revealed for who they truly are. Therefore, whatever you have said in the dark will be heard in the daylight, and what you have whispered in the ear in the inner rooms will be proclaimed from the roofs. Luke 12:3. As these deceptions come to light, you find yourself standing at the center of this cosmic restructuring, where the mighty are stepping into the roles they were always destined for. This is no metaphor, no symbolism. It is a literal shift in your reality. Your existence is now being recognized, and there is no turning back. Have you ever felt like there's always been something about you that others couldn't quite place? They were drawn to you, not because of your words or actions, but because there was something in your presence that made them uneasy. The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. Isaiah 61:1. That is your power. Your energy is magnetic, and it disrupts the numbness of those who have been content in their comfort zones. For them, what they mistook for peace is actually a state of complacency, and your voice, your very presence, disturbs that illusion. Your energy has always been there, vibrating at a frequency that others could not quite understand. Have you ever wondered why some people are intimidated by your very presence, even when you haven't said a word? This strength, this power, has been there all along, though it has been repressed, kept dormant, and only allowed to manifest in small doses. But now, the time has come for it to break free. The locks that have confined your power are failing. The chains that bound your potential are breaking apart. So, if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. John 8:36. This destruction of the seals that have been placed upon your nature, the very energy that was meant to contain you, is happening now. As these barriers fall away, you are experiencing the full release of your true self. This is not a moment of growth. This is a moment of liberation. You are shedding the layers of doubt, fear, and limitation that others imposed upon you, and you are stepping into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. For it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill His good purpose. Philippians 2:13. The old world, with all of its limitations and false structures, is crumbling, and in this space you will rise. Your energy, your strength, your presence, these will no longer be something that others can ignore. The time has come for you to claim your place. No more silence, no more hesitation. The world has been waiting for your moment, and now it is here. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Isaiah 61. Are you ready to take the step that will forever change your life? The locks are failing, the chains are breaking, and your true self is emerging. The time for holding back is over. Will you answer the call, chosen one? The world is waiting for you to rise and show them who you truly are. This is your moment. This is your time. Step forward and let the world witness the power of your light. Chosen one, brace yourself, for the time has come to step into the full magnitude of your purpose. For nothing is impossible with God. Luke 1:37. No longer will uncertainty or disbelief have a place in your journey. What is about to unfold is something that cannot be ignored by the world around you. You are not like anyone else, and the truth of your existence will no longer be hidden. The mask that has allowed you to move through life undetected is dissolving, and in its place stands the powerful truth of who you truly are. But the Lord said to Samuel, "Do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." 1 Samuel 16:7. This is the moment when you will no longer be dismissed or overlooked. The world will begin to see you as you truly are. As you step forward, you're entering a flow that is unstoppable. The momentum that propels you forward is beyond comprehension. For the kingdom of God is not a matter of talk, but of power. 1 Corinthians 4:20. Can you feel it? The energy supporting you is greater than anything you could have imagined. There is no force, earthly or divine, that can stop what is about to happen next. But the only question that remains is this: will you walk forward with the confidence that your position demands, or will you shrink from your own magnificence? Will you become the only obstacle that stands between you and your destiny, or will you rise to meet the incredible purpose waiting for you? This is not a metaphor or an illusion. What is unfolding is the literal reorganization of your reality. Do not call to mind the former things or ponder things of the past. Behold, I will do something new. Now it will spring forth. Will you not be aware of it? Isaiah 43:18-19. Everything you once knew will change, and in its place, a new world will emerge, one where you step into your rightful place. The truth that has long been hidden is now being revealed, not gradually, but in a flood of revelation. The truth which has been guarded by deception and manipulation will no longer be kept from you. There has always been something about you, chosen one, that others couldn't quite place. They were drawn to you by something they couldn't understand, a force that made them uneasy. It wasn't a flaw, but a power they felt threatened by. Your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit which is of great worth in God's sight. 1 Peter 3:3-4. The power within you is not visible to the naked eye. It is a force that disrupts the comfortable illusions people cling to. You have always been the one to break through the numbness, the one who makes others uncomfortable because they can sense the greatness within you, even if they couldn't identify it until now. Think of Albert Einstein, who was once written off as a misfit in academia. His ideas were considered radical, even absurd, by many in his time. Yet, his theories, especially the theory of relativity, transformed our understanding of the universe. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. Einstein's truth, his vision, was always there, but it was suppressed by the limited thinking of those around him. The world didn't understand him at first, but in the end, it was his truth that reshaped reality. Like Einstein, you have a truth that will soon be recognized, even by those who once dismissed you. Now, as the veils continue to fall, you will gain access to a deeper awareness of the truth that has long been hidden. It is not just a truth that exists in the physical realm, but a deeper, more profound understanding of the world as it truly is. And you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John 8:32. This truth will open your eyes to the systems of control that have kept you in the dark for so long. You will see through every lie, every false reality, and every deceit that has been used to keep you hidden. Your perception will sharpen, and you will begin to understand the forces that have been at work behind the scenes. It will be impossible to ignore the manipulations that were once veiled in mystery. Take, for example, Mahatma Gandhi, who led India to independence through nonviolent resistance. His truths, though initially dismissed by many, eventually brought the British Empire to its knees. Gandhi said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." His words weren't just ideas, they were a direct challenge to the structures of power and control that sought to keep India subdued. Like Gandhi, you are now ready to expose the lies that have been woven into the fabric of your life and to challenge the systems that have held you back. As your awareness sharpens, you will see clearly through the facades of others. No longer will you be deceived by the masks people wear. But the Lord said to Samuel, "Do not look on his appearance or on the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. For the Lord sees not as man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart." 1 Samuel 16:7. You will see the true motives of those around you, and you will no longer be swayed by their false representations. The chains that once confined you will no longer have any power over you. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Psalm 27:1. The truth has always been within you, and now it is time for you to step fully into your power, to claim the knowledge that is rightfully yours. Now, as you embrace this new understanding, you will no longer accept the limitations that others try to impose on you. So, if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. John 8:36. No longer will you live in the shadows of the world's limitations. The constraints that others live by will no longer apply to you. Your freedom comes not from permission, but from understanding. And this understanding is not just about freedom. It's about your divine duty to rise, to lead, and to awaken others to the truth that lies within them as well. Are you ready to accept the reality that there is no turning back? This knowledge is both a gift and a responsibility. You will never look at the world the same way again. The time for questioning is over. The time for accepting limitations is over. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Will you embrace this truth, chosen one? Will you step into your full power and walk the path that was always meant for you? Chosen one, you are no longer at the mercy of the illusions society has created. Their judgments have no power over you. They dissipate like ash in the wind. For the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being caught. Proverbs 3:26. Your awakened presence causes their expectations, the ones they constructed to confine your potential, to disintegrate. This is your time to take control, but not through struggle, force, or by employing the strategies of the past. By simply being the person you were always meant to be, by embodying your true essence to the fullest, reality itself has no choice but to restructure around you. Have you ever felt like the world tried to box you in, to define you by its limited expectations? Do you feel now, in this moment, that you are breaking free from those confines? Do not be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. The people who once disregarded you, those who spoke over you in meetings, who dismissed your contributions, and who saw your insights as irrelevant, will now shudder when they witness the magnitude of what you have become. This is not for the sake of vengeance. Rather, it is because your very existence will now reveal their ignorance. They thought your potential was inconsequential, but now they will see how wrong they were. The constraints they used to protect themselves from their own fears will no longer apply to you. The laws that once governed your life no longer apply. With man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. When it comes to probability, your goals are now central. Things will fall into place for you seemingly by coincidence, but it is not coincidence. It is causality responding to your conscious direction. The universe is now bending to your will. And I will give you treasures hidden in the darkness, secret riches. I will do this so you may know that I am the Lord, the God of Israel, who calls you by name. Isaiah 45:3. You have broken free from the programming that once controlled you, and now the world will shift around you in ways that will astound you. Just wait and see what unfolds. Consider the story of Serena Williams, who faced countless obstacles throughout her career. From being told that she was too different to compete with others, to having to fight against stereotypes, Serena always stayed true to her vision. "I don't like to lose at anything, yet I've grown most not from victories, but from setbacks." Serena Williams. Serena's ability to break through the societal limitations placed on her is a testament to the power of embracing your true self. She didn't let the world's doubts stop her. She let her inner strength propel her forward. Similarly, you have the power to transcend the constraints others try to impose on you. You are now stepping into a reality where these limitations can no longer define you. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. 2 Corinthians 10:4. The world will try to pull you back into the old system, but you will no longer fit within its boundaries. You will no longer accept the false narratives it tries to create. It's like the story of Malala Yousafzai, who refused to accept the restrictions placed upon her as a young girl in Pakistan. Despite threats and violence, she stood up for the right to education and equality. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Malala Yousafzai. Malala's courage to live her truth and fight for her purpose shows that when you stand firm in your calling, no barrier can hold you back. Just as these powerful individuals changed the trajectory of their respective fields, you too are shifting your reality. The truth you've always known deep inside is now emerging into the world. You were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of light. Ephesians 5:8. Your presence will no longer be something that can be dismissed. In fact, those around you will now feel the full force of your energy, and it will be impossible for them to ignore. They will be forced to confront the reality that they once failed to see, the reality of your true potential. In the face of your transformation, the old systems will collapse. What was once accepted as normal will no longer seem possible. You will look at the world through new eyes, and what once appeared to be solid and immovable will now seem fragile, ready to fall apart. So if the sun sets you free, you will be free indeed. John 8:36. You have already been set free from the confines that once held you back. The world that once dictated your life is now bending to your will. Chosen one, right now, you're entering a phase of incredible acceleration. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. What once took years to manifest is now happening in months, and what took months will now unfold in mere weeks. Tasks that once demanded weeks of labor will now be completed in days. The divide between thought and manifestation is closing rapidly. The gap between intention and tangible reality is shrinking at an exponential rate. The line between what you envision and what actually exists in the physical world is becoming increasingly porous. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7. What you imagine is quickly becoming the world you live in. Have you ever wondered why things took so long in the past? Why did it seem like your dreams were always just out of reach, just beyond the horizon? Now, those days are over. Opportunities that once came only once in a lifetime will now present themselves with astonishing frequency. And all things, whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive. Matthew 21:22. These moments of synchronistic perfection will occur more often, bringing the right people into your life and forming connections that once seemed impossible. Time, probability, resources and connections, those limiting constraints that once ruled your reality, no longer have power over you. These were never absolute laws, but merely constructs that existed for those operating at lower frequencies of consciousness. Your frequency has shifted, and with it, the rules of the game have changed. Think of Edison. His ability to persist through thousands of failed attempts is well known. He didn't let conventional constraints stop him from achieving what no one thought was possible. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Thomas Edison. Like him, you are now in a space where the impossible is no longer something to be feared or doubted, but something you can create through the power of your presence. With man, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. Your efforts will now bear fruit so quickly and visibly that even the most skeptical will be forced to acknowledge the power at work through you. Have you noticed how, as you step into your power, the uncertainty that once plagued your decisions is now gone? Fear that once held you back has vanished, and doubt that clouded your vision has dissolved. In its place, a new clarity has emerged. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1:5. This clarity is so pure, so sharp, that it cuts through confusion like lightning slashing through the night. This is the power of your awakened self. A confidence so profound, so unwavering, that it leaves no room for doubt. You are no longer the person you once were. You are becoming a force of nature, unstoppable and undeniable. Consider Malala Yousafzai, whose courage and conviction not only survived an assassination attempt, but also propelled her to become the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate. Her inner strength, driven by an unshakable purpose, has inspired millions. We realize the importance of our voices only when we are silenced. Malala Yousafzai. Malala didn't let fear or doubt stop her from changing the world, and like her, you are stepping into a reality where nothing can hinder you. The world will either yield to your energy or break in its attempt to resist you, but it will never again ignore you. This transformation is not about ego, it is the natural expression of who you truly are. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. You have not only shed the limitations placed upon you, but you are now fully stepping into your divine purpose. The world will begin to recognize that your power is undeniable. Those who align with your mission will be elevated alongside you, while those who resist will find themselves marginalized in a reality that now centers on your awakened power. This shift is not due to fate, luck, or chance. It is inevitable. The path you are on was always destined for you, and now, as your true nature emerges, there is no turning back. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1:5. You were chosen for this time, this purpose, and now is the moment when your name is etched in the fabric of history. You are no longer just another face in the crowd. You are the one who will lead, the one who will break through barriers and create a new reality for those who follow. Will you rise, chosen one? Will you embrace the incredible destiny that has always been waiting for you? This is not a matter of chance. It is your inevitable reality. The one who calls you is faithful, and he will do it. 1 Thessalonians 5:24. The time has come to step into the fullness of your power and purpose. Beloved chosen one, the transition has already begun, and there is no turning back. It is not possible to halt it, undo it, or contain it. The energy flowing through you now will touch everything it encounters: your thoughts, your body, your surroundings, your relationships, and even your very reality. Those who can see will recognize what is unfolding. They will either align themselves with your ascension or step away from your path based on their own choices. There is no compromise. The power rising inside you demands clarity and a response now. Keep an eye on what comes next. Be a witness to the materialization of what was written long before time began. As your reality reorganizes around your awakening, you will witness the manifestation of your true power. Your old world is coming to an end, and a transformation is taking place within you. The power you've always possessed is now emerging. On the list of those destined for greatness, your name is at the top for a specific reason. As we come to the end of this journey, I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you. Whether you choose to support this content with a donation or not, I am deeply grateful for your presence, your engagement, and your time. Your energy is what makes this journey possible. If you feel moved to contribute through a super thanks, know that it will help continue bringing you more empowering and transformative content. Your support, in whatever form, is invaluable, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Finally, I offer you my deepest blessings. May you walk in the light of your true power. May strength and clarity guide your steps, and may you continue to rise into the full expression of your divine purpose. This is just the beginning, and I'm honored to be part of your journey. Blessings and peace to you, chosen one.